Moment of our Tops Player Spotlight. Mike Red is our man to watch, coming off a last game in which he was really out. Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. It's the opener of this three-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Seattle Mariners. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Mike Red will stand in as one of the stars from yesterday's ball game as he had 3 hits in the victory.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
0-1.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Mariners have come back to tie things at 2.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. So now obviously this pace won't last, but man.
Ready to take his hacks again, Mike Red, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, he got a fastball right in his happy house on that one, and I don't think they're going to challenge him again like that right here.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Velasquez is under it, and that retires the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Mike Red strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Velasquez waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Mike Red will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as they open it up to 8-3.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs, really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 8-3. Good night from Seattle.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 23 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game trains will be available at the King Street Station, located just north of Safeco Field. Metro Transit buses are also available at stations on First Avenue, Royal Brom Way, and Edgar Martinez Drive.
And with 2 on and 2 away, it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter in this spot. Brad Brown will come on now and pinch run here. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Trumbo. And that's the 3rd out. Mariners forced to settle for 1. We've played 8 full. The Orioles are on top, 4-2. Ready to start the 9th as we get a stunning shot there of the Seattle skyline on a great night for baseball. Josh Tolley is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate. A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Orioles win this one 4-2. Good night from Seattle.
4 runs on 9 hits, 1 error.
A fine afternoon to enjoy our national pastime at Seattle's Safeco Field. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Seattle Mariners. 2 of the best starters around do battle next. With that, here's how Buck Showalter lines his Orioles up in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game, so I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
Felix Hernandez starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, when you talk about starting pitchers, he's one of the most consistent there is in the game. He's got a career ERA.
Aldo Castillo will stand in now as we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Hit hard on the ground to third. Is up with it. Throw to first to be in time, and Hernandez looking good here with 2 away. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Steve, what's the key for him again? Mike Red will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. Solo shot to right center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Mariners take a 1-0 lead.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. Now, that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
Jonathan Scope will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And with that, let's take a look at how the Mariners will set up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need? Mike Red set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Hosed. Yeah, I guess it's easy to say in hindsight.
Mike Red will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Trumbo. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Mike Red strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Pineda pauses. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Velasquez ranging back. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 2nd of the game, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
No surprises here. He's been doing this all season long. Whenever they've needed him, he's been there, and he delivers again in the clutch with a big home run to tie the ball game.
And a very good performance offensively for this bunch. But out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Orioles win this one. It's time for baseball on a Friday night on the south side of Chicago. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago White Sox. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's been a one-man wrecking crew lately, driving in 20 runs over the last 10 ball games. I guess I shouldn't say one-man wrecking crew. It takes a lot of support from the guys above him to get in the position to be driven in, but he has been the man.
Mike Red gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Mike Red.
Quintana's ready. First pitch on its way. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Spoon ranging back. He gets there, but he missed it.
Oh, this guy's had such a good year at the plate. Driving in runs, hitting the ball out of the ballpark. You kind of expect a ball like this to clear the wall, but instead it's going to be off the wall. And he just cruises into second with another double on the season.
Nelson Cruz will stand in, 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. Line drive to left. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Oh, this one really hurts. You don't mind seeing this quite as much with the bases empty, but this one's going to cost them a run.
Settling in now, Mike Red. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time off, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double. So a double into the gap has him in business here with one away. And we'll give you a look there at the Mariners leaderboard to this point in the season. And he currently finds himself right at the top of the list in that department.
And guys, that's a bigger deal than people.
So striding in, Nelson Cruz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit hard up the middle. Lowry with the sliding stop. It's there. He got him.
Oh, what a play. Boy, it's so nice to have a second base.
So stepping in, Robinson Cano, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Avisail Garcia is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Speared on the dive. The throw. One there. Just late. He's safe.
Man, almost a great play.
Great effort defensively and a nice job of hustling down the line there.
Oh, man, this would have been one heck of a double play if they just could turn it. Look at the quick reactions down there at third base. Then he pops up to his knees. He gets the throw off.
Back to the top of the order now, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. This is hit softly to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Mike Red will dig in. He doubled his last time.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
Oh, high, deep, That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to left. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's it.
Mike Red will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Another base hit. How about the game he's putting together? Now 4 for 4 in this one. Nelson Cruz will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, if this was a straight hit and run, this is not really a high percentage play with 2 outs, but it's going to work out perfectly as he finds a hole. That'll put runners on the corners.
Robinson Cano will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Looking to minimize the damage here. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. And Garcia will tuck this one in, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Stretch time here on the south side of Chicago. It's the M's 5 and the White Sox 4. Mike Red steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward right center. Gomez is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 6-5. Good night from Chicago.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 6 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They left 9 runners on base.
Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our Topps player spotlight. Mike Red is in the glow, and he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, you know, it's not about the pitches you get, it's what you do with them. And from what I saw, the balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. That performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he can do it again in this one.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. U.S. Field there on a Saturday night in the Windy City. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago White Sox. It's White Sox baseball, and it comes your way next. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's been on an absolute tear lately, hitting over 500 in his last 10 ball games. The baseball must look like a beach ball to him right now at the plate.
Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, so he's throwing the ball pretty well. We'll see how that turns.
Mike Red will stand in right on the heels of a 4-for-5 ball game a night ago.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Hit hard towards second, and this is knocked down over there.
Batting 4th.
Nelson Cruz steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There to take it is Abreu, and that's out number 2. A moment now to give you a look at.
Well, all they have to do is keep doing what they're doing. This team has a very high average, continuing to hit well as a team, and they'll continue to win games.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit hard towards the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
I'm trying maybe to carry a little of that momentum over from last night. He gets a pitch he can handle right here, and he's going to give his guys an early lead here, as that makes the score 1-0 here in the first.
Robinson Cano will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. 0-1, here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Lowry's there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mariners 4. Mike Red stands in.
Third baseman, Mike Red.
Here comes the first pitch. Cabrera running. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Yeah, it's not too often that you'll see a first pitch hit and run, but it worked out here. Usually you see it when the batter's ahead in the count. 1-0, 2-1, sometimes even 1-1. But they roll.
Coming to the plate now, Nelson Cruz. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Jesus Montero stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw Into the box, MikeRedz. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score too.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. And the run is in to score from second. It's now 3-1. And they don't get much bigger than that hit right there. He's now tied the single-season base hit record.
Wow, what an amazing year he's had so far. One more base hit, and it'll be an unprecedented season. Stay tuned, everybody, because it's about to get crazy.
Nelson Cruz will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. And here's a ball hit in the air. Saladino onto the grass, and that's the first out of the inning. Jesus Montero will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano, steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. A bare hand for 1. In to score is the runner from third, and it's a 4-1 game.
And with 1 away, they were hoping to get the double play up the middle to get him out of this. But they wind up only getting 1 on the...
Jimmy Palmero will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get back to the swing he put on the ball in his first at-bat. He got himself a nice, solid ball.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. A man left for the White Sox. They trail it 4-1. MikeRedz strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And a relay home. The tag by Navarro, but it's too late as the run scores. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard.
Yeah, Matt, more of the same for him as he's currently leading the American League in that category. He's clearly not afraid of hitting in pressure situations.
Nelson Cruz will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Avisail Garcia will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Squares with 2 out. Down. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. They're down here. The hustle and bustle of downtown Chi-Town. Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Field and baseball on the show. David Robertson come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, MikeRedz, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Hard hit toward the hole. Backhanded. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dioner Navarro, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is where he's so comfortable hitting righties so far this year really well. 300 on the year.
Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. He was hitting his spots all game long.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation.